And we are back. What's the worst pitch you think we've ever given, Gareth, in the history of this show that has gone? Can you think of one? Because I remember early we would always talk about how when we would ask them what they were going to do, we were always surprised by the one they took. Is there a call from earlier in our show that you remember that you went like, oh, that's a wild take from these people?
I can't think of one specifically, but I definitely know there are times where if I were to be like the best friend of the person, I'd be like, don't take that one.
Yeah.
Can you think of one?
Nothing's really jumping out right now. But I do always feel when we go back, I'm always shocked what people decide to do.
Well, also like when it works, like thinking about the Today one, the update on Gandalf, that was really the one where it felt like...
Oh, because that'll have ever been agreed. Yes.
Yeah, it felt like we got a little, it felt like because that setup is so good.
Agreed.
And that fall after that setup is so bad.
By the way, at this point right now, this will be out in March. We still won't know what has happened with Gandalf. And if we will, it'll air after this.
He's dead.
Okay, listen, Rob,
don't know if
you and Natalie have to.
And what is your guys' trauma with ducks? That if a duck is gone for 2 days,
so comfy with it,
and you're also so confident that a disappeared duck means his death.
Happy.
I mean, I think it's the only explanation, though.
Oh God! Now we need. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to drive to Mateo's house and put a fake Gandalf there just to win this.
So, question for you, Rob. So, Gandalf sees the statue and leaves, right? So that part of the story, you still believe Gandalf is alive, right?
Yeah. And he was
he just then happened to get hit by a truck after he got his feelings hurt, after his courtship with Mateo?
Are you saying he took his own life, Rob?
He went to look for a new home, and then something happened.
There's a pond is where his home
is. Thin.
It's getting thin. You're saying he left the pond, walked across the street. Wobby.
Wob. Don't do this. Wob, don't do this.
Now, but you will admit that you believe that he saw the statue of the duck, got his feelings hurt, and went the other direction.
I think he was probably scared off by another duck.
Yes, I agree. And so couldn't he then, in that time, have just found somebody else's leg to hump?
I hope so. But
you're so confident he's dead.
We need him to be okay.
So the hope so lets me know that in between those ears of yours, Wobby, you think there's a chance.
There's a chance.
No, we're talking, baby.
Natalie does not believe that, but there is a chance.
Natalie, you think there's a chance?
No.
Okay, thank you, Natalie.
But hold on, same logic to you. Natalie, do you believe that the duck saw the statue and was scared off?
I think he was so hurt and betrayed.
Oh, stop this.
He went down to the road and he killed himself. He jumped in front of the
Natalie.
That's insanity. You think he put himself in front of a car?
How about this? Next time you think that we're going to create a duck-a-side, jump in.
Yeah, also, Natalie, you were on that call. You're responsible, too. You got duck blood on your hands,
You
too.
do.
Lady.
You're covered in duck blood. Gandalf's blood runs through your fingers as well, Natalie.
Hey, I'm not a host. This is all you
we got you talking.
Wow.
You told us you weren't gonna. This is your second time.
Yeah.
So now, question for you, Natalie. You really believe, because I truly in my heart of heart believes that the pitch worked. Gandalf went back, saw the statue. I don't know.
Worked.
I don't know what was going on in Gandalf's head, but whatever it was, he was like, I got to get out of here. So do you believe all of that is true up to this point?
Yeah.
So then your logic goes, he was so heartbroken that he didn't go back to the pond where all the ducks go, they sleep, they eat everything. He went the other direction to the road.
Well, he looked for him
and took 9 of his friends.
Well, we don't know. They say 10 ducks are missing.
Strange. It's called migration. It's possible.
I think it's got to be migration.
I really think migration could be a big player in all this.
I think
Otherwise,
it's insane,
this tale is screwier than Gandalf's 9-inch penis.
I agree. Because then we are jumping into, it's insane that a truck killed 10 ducks at the same time.
What are they on strike?
Also, where are their bodies?
Where are the bodies, Rob?
Maybe he ate them. I don't know.
Oh, now we're doing This is absurd.
Yeah, so Natalie, question for you too here. Sorry to be Columbo on this one, but one more thing. Where are the 10 duck bodies?
They were cleaned up. There's a roadkill service, obviously.
Natalie.
You think Mateo's just out on the road all day looking for the duck bodies?
That's fair.
I drive back and forth across this country.
Every
there
day
is
of my
no
life.
roadkill cleanup department.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Also, what is that department? The roadkill.
Guys, come out.
Who's financing that?
And I'll tell you, when it comes to budget cuts, that went a long time ago.
Your job is to clean up ducks that got run over by trucks because they were heartbroken.
Yeah.
Because the guy they were courting put up a
it's
statue.
It's a weird duck corner. He's like, I hate to see it, but I think they probably moved on.
This isn't something a government pays for.
Well, this duck died from truck injuries. I think he passed away from a broken heart a long time ago.
I don't even know what to say to follow that story up.
Well,
I agree.
well, maybe it's time we just get to the show. But
Yeah.
I think some of us are going to keep a light on in the window for old Gandalf.
Well, I think there's going to be a big follow up on it, and I think the Gandalf story has been one that has piqued the interest
Of America
and the world.
You said he was dead, too.
That was a while ago. All right, guys, without further ado.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. Welcome to the show. We're here to help. We appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, of course.
Can we get your name, please?
Yeah, my name is Aaron.
Aaron. Where are you calling from, Aaron?
Calling from Northern California.
Ooh, what part?
Kind of outside of Oakland.
Ooh, outside of
Really?
Oakland. You know, I did a thing at Pixar once. Got to spend a little time in
Oh, yeah?
beautiful Oakland. I love it up there. Went to Alcatraz. Not to brag. It's not about me. It's about you.
Pixar and Alcatraz. It feels like a lot of you details in this intro for
I
him.
got excited.
Yeah, you're really opening up like you never have before.
I don't know what's happening.
Nobody does. Your voice got weird. You're being
I'm feeling
strange.
strange. I'm wearing
Yeah.
sweatpants. Aaron,
Yes.
just take over, man. What's going on today? We're going to get some details about you as we go. I blew the intro. Aaron,
Yes.
Northern California. You know what I wrote like an idiot? I wrote on my little notes, Pixar.
So Pixar. So you're now taking notes on yourself in your notebook. Jay used to autograph it.
Aaron, what's going on, buddy?
Okay. I've been dealing with something. So
Good.
about a couple months ago, I was talking to my mom, and she brought up that her boyfriend had a surgery. And I said, "Oh, you know what's going on? What's going on with surgery?" And she kind of became cagey about it and changed the subject.
Yeah.
So then a couple weeks go by, and she brings up, we're on the phone again. She brings up that her boyfriend has surgery, and I asked, "What's going on?" And she said, "Oh, he had a surgery on his groin." And I said, "Oh boy, did he have like a sports hernia? What went on?" And she didn't really give me any details and kind of changed the subject. But now I'm getting really concerned, what's going on with him? Did something go wrong? So then we finally are all together, me and my wife and my mom and her boyfriend. And the surgery gets brought up again. And I asked, "Hey, what's going on?" And now the boyfriend's there with her, and they both changed the subject. So later on that day, I kind of corner her boyfriend, just kind of one-on-one. I said, "Hey, I'm concerned about you. What's going on with the surgery? Are you guys okay?" And he turned to me and he said, "Aaron, I've been dealing with erectile dysfunction my whole life, and I got a prosthetic penis installed."
This is Aaron. This can't be real life.
Aaron, please.
This
Please,
is
Aaron.
100%
Get a Bible.
real.
Wait, hold on.
On the Bible. on the Bible.
Okay.
And I completely turned red. And I'm pretty sure I just gave him a thumbs up and walked away.
You don't want to show an erect thumb to the poor guy.
Yeah, but also, what kind of response is that?
Yeah, just like, oh, terrific. All right, buddy.
And then the walk away mid-conversation. I hope you guys were in a room without doors, like an elevator. You just walk to the other side of the elevator and face the wall.
I hope you do the wrong exit move where you go the wrong way and have to do the cross back over.
So Dad.
Hey, okay, buddy.
So Mom's boyfriend says he's had a hard time getting erections, and now he's
not
got
a hard time.
he got a surgery. Can you explain what the surgery is, Aaron?
I'll walk you. Oh, go ahead.
Well, here's where things get even more weird. I can't get this out of my head now. So when I get home later that day, I tell my wife, and she's like, "Oh my God, you just had to push with the surgery. You had to keep looking for an answer because
Of course,
I just thought
but by the way,
weird.
Aaron, of course you did. You didn't do anything wrong. You're the victim here, brother.
Yeah, thank you. So I was concerned, and I walked into a grenade. And my wife is telling me, now every time, we see your mom and she's smiling and having a good time, we know why. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're in a world of trouble, Aaron. You're in a world of trouble.
We talked to some friends about it, and then that led to all of us researching types of prosthetic inserts. We found there's two types. There's one that's like a metal rod, and then there's one that's inflatable.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know which
you get
one
a
he
metal
has.
rod inserted, so you're walking around with an erection 24/7
all the time.
How do you get on a plane?
Well,
it's
How do you
perfect
get
first
through-
question.
How do you get through TSA?
These are all questions I don't have the answers to.
That's fair.
Inflatable meaning you
pump it.
Pump it?
Apparently, what we researched
New
is there's-
blowjob.
But that I get.
Apparently
We have an
research
inflatable
there's some
mattress in
sort
our
of,
house. I know how to do those.
That I get. That's not right.
I don't get a
agree.
metal
Out
rod
of-
in your body at all times, giving you a full-on erection.
I don't either.
That makes no sense.
Okay. All right. So you've done you guys do the research. Keep going.
Then we just start going down weird paths, as friends. Does my mom have some sort of app that she presses a button when she's ready, and all of a sudden, whoop, there it is? We're losing our minds over here, and I don't know. I don't know where to go forward with this. Do I bury it? Do I approach my mom with this? What do I do?
Okay, so this
I have
is
no
a
idea.
first. This is a first, Gareth, and I'll tell
By
you
a
why.
long
But
shot.
I'll tell you why it's a first. The question's pretty open-ended. It's I'm in hell. How do I get out?
Yeah.
Because I
this
think
is a
Aaron,
Pandora's box.
I think that's what we're looking at. So essentially, just to recap, and this is more just, I'm going to say it out loud again and see if anything comes up for Gareth and I just to start it. But mom's boyfriend, how old is this guy?
He's in his 60s.
What are we calling him?
Ed.
Yeah, we're not giving real names here.
Okay,
I
so
feel
we'll
like
say
Call him
that's quite
Ed, ED.
embarrassing.
Okay, we'll call him Ed. And what's Ed's vibe? What does he look like?
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, just a chill, cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
My mom's been divorced. She's
Flag
been
pulling his
divorced
cock.
twice.
Okay.
My mom's been divorced twice. She, she met him 5-6 years ago. They've been together ever since, and they moved in together. And
So they
he's
got
a
a
really
nice
good dude.
They got a nice thing. The
Yeah.
problem is Ed can't get erections. And your mom's like, I'm not done in that area of my life. And Ed goes,
That's
well,
what I
I'd like-
didn't want to hear.
I hear you, but we got now, Aaron, unfortunately, you called in. We got to talk it out.
Oh yeah.
So this is now
brutal.
this is now a safe space, but what we got to do is we got to go through the fire a little bit to get to the other side.
Yep.
Because we will get to
Okay.
the other side on this one, but it's going to be uncomfortable for you, for our audience, for us. No one's going to like it.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about how the guy your mom is dating had a surgery on his penis so he can bang her. I mean, this is not going to be.
This
a
is
pleasure for-
classic Jake Pam stuff.
All right, we're good. We're good here.
Gareth, what
Okay.
did you do when your mom and I first went through this?
It didn't
And
happen.
She
Well,
asked
when you
me to
first
go
had to
through
have
the
penis surgery?
to
When you had
shrink
to have
my
penis
penis.
surgery?
When she asked me to shrink my
No, not true.
All right,
I've
this
seen
isn't
you in
about
swim
us.
trunks when the water clings to you. There's no surgery there.
I know, because you have goggles on. You stay underwater the whole time to watch me get out of the pool.
No, but I'm talking about when you get out of the pool and the water suctions to you. I saw.
The
I know what you
water
got.
suction shorts.
I know what you got.
The only guy who would say
That's
that
why the
and
guys
know
pull
that
on him right
reference
away.
is not a guy who likes the size of his crotch.
I know you know the move. You get out of the pool, first thing you do is get that out of there.
Let's not let a random see that.
Not
That
gonna
won't
let
scare that won't scare people.
Nature's not going to X-ray me.
This isn't about us, though. Again, it's about you.
we
It's
have
not
big
about
hogs.
Oakland and Alcatraz and the way our shorts
Pixar.
look when we get out of pools.
This isn't a Pixar call.
So, Aaron, your mom's with Ed. What are we calling mom? So if he's Ed, what's she?
She can be Phyllis.
Okay, Phyllis.
Okay.
That's how it really works.
Yeah, it
And
really
so Ed's going through some surgeries. You keep asking what's happening, and finally he says he got this surgery. Do we know if the surgery was successful?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I know that he's healed.
Okay.
That there was a time, that's why I kept getting brought up. I need to check on my boyfriend, make sure like he's doing okay. He might need a couple
By the
more
way,
weeks.
First,
Check on him.
well, I got to say, I'm going to tell you,
unquote.
Aaron, my first instinct is I think we got to go all the way through. I think
I agree. That's exactly what I think.
Really? That's where I'm
Yes.
okay.
I think I think
It's too
what you're
weird
living
right now.
what you're living in now is the nebulous version, which sometimes is almost worse than the closure version.
Yes.
I think you want to know the actual reality. I think the reality is that it took, and
But you need the details because you're living in the scariest part of a horror movie is before you see the monster. Once
Yes.
you see the monster, you go like this. That's okay.
Oh, whip it out. I agree. Let's see.
But all of a sudden, you're just hearing sounds. You're hearing footsteps. Your character's in a hallway. You don't know if all of a
violins.
sudden your mother in a pair of lingerie, sorry, thinking of Pam, is all of a sudden
Stop.
pressing buttons, and then all of a sudden this robot dick goes like,
Yeah. Well, Jake's obviously living in the version that isn't real. But
explain why.
repeat what you just said, and I'll explain where it goes off the rails.
The mother presses a button, and the robot dick crawls out of Ed's pants like
Yep,
alien,
right there.
just going like,
There you go. There you go. Right there.
How?
Right there. Where it's crawling out of the pants, acting like an alien,
So what
screaming.
do you think it does?
I think my guess, we got a rod put in. My
do.
guess is we just got a rod put in.
But what is it? What
And-
are the mechanics of it?
I think it's like you said, it's pretty straightforward. I think he's dealing with 24/7 wood.
Hey, Aaron,
Yeah.
what's your relationship with Ed? You guys text buddies?
Uh-oh.
Occasionally we'll, ask each other questions, but we're not going out to lunch together, just the two
Understood.
of us.
So when you were in the room with him, can you walk us through exactly what happened again?
So he wanted to show me something cool with his car in the garage. So I figured that's the perfect time to ask. 'cause
His
it's just
penis
me
on a
and him.
lift. I'm changing things up here a little
A
bit.
guy who has his surgery says to me, I want to show you something cool in my garage. I'm saying pass.
I am also.
I think I'm
At
good
the
with
time, I didn't
everybody else
know.
in the living room, my man. All right, so he wants to show you something cool. You guys go. Keep walking us through it.
Yeah, and then I just ask again, hey, I'm concerned. Are you okay?
Sure.
With this surgery, I don't really know what's going on. And then that's when he turned and told me what he said, that he'd been
And will
dealing
you-
with that for a while. And
So
that
how did he
got this
say it?
installed.
Will you try to use the exact words as you can remember? Can we do something, Gareth? Will you be?
I mean, be Aaron.
Yeah, and then will you try Ed? Will you try Aaron to be Ed? And maybe put a little heat on how Ed actually talks, so we can get an image of this to actually
You
try to
really
get the
get
real
in there.
picture. But if Gareth starts going in a direction that isn't what really happened, Ed, Aaron, I'm giving you the power to say cut.
Or just to soft
Okay.
direct. You don't have to cut. I mean, we're rolling. Jesus Christ.
It's on video.
You ever
let's
been on a
cut.
set?
Yeah, it's on video. Let's cut. It's unusable footage.
No, it's wrong. You always
We're
want as
running
many
out of
options.
light. We're running
You
out of
always
light.
want
The
as many
sun's going
options in the
down.
edit as you.
The
I
sun's
understand.
going down.
That's why I'm going to nail it. I'm just saying.
And cut.
No, what? Don't cut.
You're already not like Aaron.
All right, here we go. All right, ready? Ready, Aaron?
Yeah.
All right, action. Oh, yeah. So how's everything been going? Are you doing all right?
Aaron, I just want to tell you something that I've been dealing with ED kind of my whole life, and we decided that I was going to get a prosthetic inserted into my penis.
So you're good?
Wait, is that the hold on? Not so you're good. Weird question. By the way, alone in a garage after that saying so you're good, you're hitting on him.
Hey, by the way, if we're giving direction, a little more build up.
No,
let my guy get in there a little bit.
By the way,
Yes.
we're giving direction. Aaron, perfect.
No,
Gareth,
wrong.
response is so
Who
we're
am
good
I?
is as weird of a response as you could get
Well,
after hearing
I'm
that.
giving you options. Let me do more.
No.
I'll get another one. Let me do another one.
Of a
Let me do
response
another
to
one.
I got
Let me do
it.
another one.
I got a percent
I got
put in
another
there. So you're good.
I got another one.
Hold on. So Aaron, is that really what happened?
Awesome.
Yeah, he kind of
Holy
whispered a little bit to me.
cow.
Yeah, he whispered to me, and like I told you, I
Whispered?
just gave him a thumbs up.
And you
He
walked out of
kinda
the
lowered his
garage?
voice. Yeah, I gave him a thumbs up, and I said, "Cool," and then we went back into that.
This is a shocking. Your
shocking.
reaction ages worse and worse. That is a shocking reaction.
By the way, everything is shocking. So
I mean, he must
I
have
agree.
lost his fucking mind when you gave him the thumbs up. And
I would have.
laughed.
But also
Cool.
to share that is shocking.
Awesome.
But
And then you leave. Have you talked to him since then?
I mean, we've seen each other,
Okay.
but I haven't
but
talked
hold
to
on,
him
Aaron.
about.
Or Aaron, we're jumping. And I'm sorry, just because this stuff's important to me. You say awesome, give a thumbs up, you walk out of the garage. Is this accurate?
Yeah, that's how I remember it. I either
Okay.
said awesome or cool, one of the two.
Same difference.
Cool.
Okay. So you walk out, then you're in his house. Eventually,
Yeah.
he's got to come back in the house. What's the transition
Well-
back into just civilization?
Run into the woods.
Yeah, he came back in after me, and then I buried that information until I got home and told my wife.
Until you guys then just went back to whatever it is you guys were talking about the next 45 minutes to an hour and a half, however long the hang was, just didn't
Yeah.
bring it up again.
No,
Okay. So and then you have not brought it up with him or your mom since?
nope.
You talked about it with your wife, you and your friends and your wife. You've kind of got into this. You've gone a little bit deep. You're living in apocalypse now, right now. Your head's spinning. You don't know what's up and what's down. You decide to call in a podcast. You have made the right call. And that's where we're at right now.
Yes.
Holy shit, Gareth.
Well, I did a little research real quick, and the rod one is basically what we're saying. It is a semi-hard rod that always stays that way, and it looks like the way you deal with it is you just kind of tuck it. Remember, like when you were in like junior high and you'd get a
Yes.
you know,
so
you
it's
have to
always
like do the
semi-hard.
yes,
And then
it lives in that
from
state.
the research, and I can't believe you're our research guy.
Yeah,
but
it's
from
not
our
good. Things
no,
are bad.
But
I'm
from
sure.
will you walk us through what it's saying? How that, like, honestly, how that works?
Okay.
Because I can't wrap my, honestly, don't wrap my,
I'm
I can't
also
wrap my head
worried
around
about the future of my pop-up ads. I'll be honest with you.
what you have done on that computer is way worse than right now.
And there's no need to come attack me. I'm your buddy here. We're all buddies here. Semi-rigid rods. Semi-rigid devices are always firm. The penis can be bent away from the body for sexual activity and
Okay,
toward the
hold
body
on. We
for
have
concealment.
an image. It'll go on the IG, obviously. But there's a okay.
Oh, nice. That's perfect. Thanks for that, Rob.
Okay, interesting. So
That's perfect.
what it basically is
Looks like
is-
a half-peeled banana.
okay, so it can go up or it can go down, and there's probably some device that could do it. Okay, so this is soft penile implant, and then malleable and
And then
inflatable.
inflatable devices, which are the most common, can be inflated to create an erection. At other times, three-piece inflatable implants use fluid-filled reservoir implanted under the abdominal wall. Holy shit.
Yeah.
A pump and a release valve can be placed inside the scrotum with two inflatable cylinders inside the penis.
This is a good
That's what we
time.
researched, like a button that you
Yeah.
can press under
I
the
think it's
scrotum.
this one.
And so I wonder. I hope the button's like in the like in the chote, right under the balls. I hope it's not
you're
like
talking
a
about like a
remote
kill
contro-
switch.
Yeah, I hope it's not like a remote control. Because guess what? Imagine if you lost it.
Oh my God. Oh my, or just, some people have a remote bin when you walk into their room.
And
Which I'm trying to turn the volume up. Stop
Yeah.
hitting that one. Don't hit that one again. That's not volume up.
You're wrestling with Ed and somebody hits the remote. No, I really hope it's a button right under the balls that, you gotta kind of like, if your like dryer needs to be reset, you have to like open up a weird cover, put your hand in and like find the little like button.
Yep.
I want it to be like that. So that thing's only turning on if mom's getting her hand, rolling up her sleeves and getting her hand in there. But
that's nice. That's good for you.
One of my friends brought up the point with technology, like, does my mom have an app now where she just presses a button and
incredible.
Again, risky.
Yeah. But also, I will say this. First of all, modern medicine's incredible.
Yeah, this is good.
This changes a lot. When my dad had prostate cancer and they removed his prostate, he called all sad and he said, they killed my dick. Yeah. So seeing this, I'm like, man, they could have put this right in Croco and we could have had an app. That would have been a lot of fun for the big guy.
It's not too late.
It is too late. He's passed away.
No, I mean, okay, yeah, fair enough.
What are you going to do? It in the ground?
Well, but listen, let's stay focused on it.
By the way, it's really gross. If you die and the machine still works, that's a prank for the open
if it's an app,
open casket. When like when one of like his girlfriends goes up, his old girlfriend, the wife goes up.
So sad.
Nothing. Like his first girlfriend goes up.
The priest.
So let's figure out what we're doing now.
I think your instinct is right, which is I think you just want closure on it. What I would do is I would keep it between you and Ed, and I would say this is what I would do. I would get another moment alone with him, steal another moment alone with him. I would say, hey, last time we talked about your surgery, I don't think I gave you the response that was fair. How are you doing? Are things okay?
Ooh, you would lean into the sincerity.
And I would get a little more information. I would find out it's inflatable. I would find out that it's working. And I would just come to terms with the fact that my mother is now getting hammered by a kid's party balloon.
I have a crazy pitch.
What?
It's somewhat like that, Aaron. But I need to know if when I start this, if you're a no, cut me off. We don't need to waste time on it.
By the way, I will say I love where he's going already.
Yeah?
And this could be show history.
What do you mean?
This could be big for the show.
Oh, well, this is a real pitch in my opinion. But the reason I say that is if you don't feel that way, then it's a bad pitch and let's abort because this is something I could get teased for. Aaron, would you ever consider lying to Ed and saying that you also have ED? And asking him, saying, hey, man, can I talk to you privately just between us? And he'd go, sure. And go, I think it's really brave what you went through and you talking, but this is something that I struggle with. Can you walk me through the procedure? What happened? What do you got? Does it work? It's obviously awkward, but I just need to know the details of this for us to see if this is something I ever want to do.
So I like where you're coming from, but then my first thought is he's going to then tell my mom that I got ED.
Okay, I got to pitch off of that.
Yeah,
First of all,
wrong.
that doesn't matter.
Agreed.
So what? Your mom thinks you got a foot.
Yeah,
she's dating a guy who's got a limp one.
Yeah, but also, Aaron, like, who cares if your mom
Yeah, now
did you
she's
get
going to see
boners?
me and like give me a pat on the back and be like, it's okay, son.
Who doesn't want a pat on their back from mommy?
Adult men.
Okay, jig, jump ship there. How about this? How about we do this? How about you get a moment alone with Ed? One of us right now will make a voice memo for you, and you can play it for Ed. And you basically set it up as you told a buddy about Ed's surgery to another couple friends of yours, just kind of asking what they knew about it. And one of your friends reached out privately with a voice memo asking for advice, and maybe if you could ask Ed to tell him what to do next. And so that way you get insight into Ed's procedure without really prying.
Interesting.
I've got another one. I got another pitch. This is a weird one. What if we tried to get Ed on the show?
Show history.
Oh,
No?
I think he'd be too embarrassed.
Okay, I understand. Here's what I'm trying to get to, Aaron, and I think this is what Gareth just wants to do the voice note. But here's what
I want Ed on the show more.
Yeah, here's what I think we really want more than anything, and I can say that for us, is to see what the follow-up in the second half of this is. Because I think there's too much info here. Like, Aaron, we can't officially give you advice. Our advice to you is we need to get more information from Ed, and we might have to run a mile to go a block. So here's what my real advice is. Can you text him?
I can, yeah.
So what I would suggest is we create a text to start the conversation with Ed, and then we're going to need a follow-up to go to the next step. Is that, Gareth, what are you thinking when I say that? Like, let's think about Aaron as a real guy. We don't want to put him in a bad situation. We don't want it more awkward.
I'm just thinking for the best, shortest path, like making a guy text it out feels like, here's why it's weird. Because then Ed goes to Phyllis and goes, hey.
No, I have a pitch.
Okay.
Aaron, you text Ed, hey, pal, thinking about your surgery, wondering, has it been successful? You doing okay? Because you didn't handle it correctly. He confided in you, man.
But you're not going to get all the information out of it.
I know, but we're starting. We're wetting the beak.
That's why I would go, I would do the corner. I would do the corner and be like, let's get it all out on the table. You got a balloon in your cock?
You do it in person?
Yeah. I would almost replicate the first version of it, and instead of the thumbs up, awesome, storm out.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this for real. You are Aaron.
Okay.
And then, Aaron, will you be Ed?
Here we go again. Okay.
And then this is...
Let me breathe a little out there.
Can you give us the kind of pitch that when the next time you think you'll see him is?
Okay.
When is the next time you'll kind of see him?
I don't know. We usually see my mom and him probably twice a month.
Okay. So you'll probably be at the house.
Got a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready? We're in the garage. We've sidebarred somehow. We're in the garage again.
Back in the garage.
Back in the garage where it all started, where I gave the thumbs up and said, cool. All right. Hey, Ed, I was wondering, are you doing better physically? I know you had that procedure. How are things?
Oh, Aaron, thanks for asking. Yeah, I'm all healed up and things are going great.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. I know the last time you told me, maybe I got a little uncomfortable, but I just was not expecting that answer. I actually have a friend who when I talked to him a little bit about this, he has a similar situation. He was wondering what exactly was the procedure like, and he's wondering, would you recommend it? Like, what did they do?
Well, the procedure was pretty quick and easy, but the recovery was a while. And we went with the inflatable option.
I got to jump in.
Oh, what is that, an app?
I got to jump in.
Is there a remote?
So I'm going to try this, a version, you and me. I want to go away from the friend. It reminds me of I've got my friend has a problem. My friend stole, and you go, well, we know there's no friend, it's you.
Voicemail helps. So
let's try again. I'm going to try being you. You're Ed. We're back in the garage. Hey, Ed, what's going on?
Oh, doing great.
Nice, man. I loving what you're doing with this car. Thanks for showing it to me.
Yeah, thanks. Put a lot of time into it.
Yeah, I could tell. Hey, man, I just want to say, how's everything going with that surgery? Did everything turn out okay?
Oh, thanks for asking, Aaron.
You got it.
Yeah, everything's good. I'm all healed up.
No way. Great. And, it's obviously an uncomfortable thing, but is it all working?
It's working just as we hoped it would.
Ah, good for you. Good for you. Hey, what'd you do? You do the pump? Or you do the
we
rod?
went with the pump.
You went with the pump over the rod. Yeah. Well, why'd you do that? Why'd you choose that? Because, I've looked at it, the rod
seems less invasive.
Oh, is there a button underneath the balls? Where'd you put the button?
Hey guys, it's me, Phyllis. I made some lemonade. Sorry it took me so long to walk over here. I'm in a bit of pain. I have lemonade inside if you guys want
My
it.
hips
It
are
feels like this conversation should be over.
My hips are killing me.
One of my hips is out of socket.
In a good way. Get
In
in
the
here.
best way
Get in
possible.
here, Ed. I've been pressing the remote. So, Aaron, how are you gonna do this, man? How are you gonna get more information out of Ed?
I think our, role playing has helped. I think just kind of asking him, how they go, and then how does that work? Because I don't know anything about it.
Let's try this for a second, because you know both characters. Let's do a little bit of Eddie Murphy for a second, and will you play both characters? Will you play you, Aaron, and Ed, and try to give us a very real read of how it might go down so we can maybe give notes on it?
Yeah, I could try.
Okay, so you are now both characters. You don't have to say, and then he said. We can tell that there'll be slightly different voices.
Okay.
But you are now in the garage looking at the car with your mother's boyfriend.
Who's got a penile implant?
Hey, Ed, how's it going? The car looks great. Oh, thanks, Aaron. Always trying to make it better and trying to get the car to where I want it to be. Hey, Ed, I really apologize about the way I handled our last discussion about your private situation. And I just wanted to follow up and make sure you're doing okay and make sure that everything's working in the way it should. Oh, thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it. Yeah, everything's good. I'm all healed up, and the procedure worked, and we are moving forward, me and your mom together the way that we wanted. I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. Dear God.
Aaron, please keep going. You're doing a wonderful job. This is where you gotta now put your claws in and make your move.
And speaking of that, Ed, I was just curious about how does this whole thing work?
Great.
How does a surgery like this go through? Are there different ways to accomplish this? What happens here? Well, Aaron, I don't want to get into too many details, but there's a metal rod version and there's an inflatable version, and I decided to get the surgery on the inflatable version because it seemed to be less invasive on my body. Oh, that's great, Ed. So how does it inflate? Well, Aaron, there's a little button underneath my scrotum that I can
Okay,
push, and
Aaron, you're in a money zone.
A wrist-scrote control.
Here's what we need you to do. And I say this now seriously. I think you're ready for this.
Well
chat.
done.
Well done. The reason I wanted to hear you do it is to hear if this was going to be a danger zone. I think you got it. I think what we need to do, and I think you need to follow up with us. Can you please, and I don't think we should record it. I think that would be too embarrassing for Ed. I think you have to actually just do it and report back to us, and maybe you do both voices. I want to keep Ed's privacy private on this, but I think, Aaron, you're ready for this chat.
I do too.
I think you should do it ASAP. Then when you get all the information, keep your vibe as your vibe. You're just getting the information because he had surgery. If you have surgery, people ask questions. Just because his surgery is about getting a pump in, to give a thumbs up and walk away is creating a weird thing. He was confiding in you, so let him get it all out. Ask all the natural questions. And then there's going to be a real natural pitch after that. And the pitch will probably be, now that you know everything, great, it's over. This is what they choose to do. Sounds cool. But
I would steer clear of words like cool and awesome.
I agree.
But I think that's right. I think you.
We just got to get to the other side.
It's uncomfortable for him. I mean, you're talking about a fucking blimp in his cock.
Yeah.
Like, this is not. Don't just remember, like,
Might be, if it's big enough, it might be uncomfortable for her.
Yeah, it very well could be. Probably is. And
Well,
don't be afraid to ask if he
if she
still
picked
shoots
the
ropes.
size.
Yeah, if she was involved on it.
But I would say, Aaron, what
If
we
you
need,
could see the remote, can you play with the remote?
but I would for sure, Aaron, have this talk with him and then call us back.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I
Feel
can do
good?
that.
How you
I can
feeling
do
about
that.
it?
I think, making sure that he knows that I'm somebody safe he could talk to about
Yes.
Yes.
it. I think that the next progression will just be trying to work through
Yeah.
that's happening to my mother. But
Well, guess what? She probably
it's
pushed him
happening-
into doing it.
Here's
It's
the
happening
reality.
to Garrett's mother.
Stop talking for a little bit. Here's the reality of it. Any woman your mother's age who's with a man that age normally probably has some version of this going on, whether it's Viagra or
Or a
something
woman
else.
Garrett's mother's age is
All
with a
right,
man my
Aaron,
age.
Thanks for the call, buddy. Keep us posted, okay?
all right. Thank you guys.
See you, buddy.
All right, bud. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys?
Hi.
We're just getting off a big call about Mateo and the duck and Gandalf and what's happening, and it's been a little heavy on our end.
Oh,
Are you familiar with the Mateo
my
Duck
gosh, I
saga?
can't- yes. I can't wait for the update on that.
I think
we're
you
not.
can
We're not
wait.
going to tell you. We're not going to tell you.
You can wait.
But
No spoilers.
it's an interesting story. So, but this isn't about Mateo and his duck with his 9-inch penis. This is about
Which we saw in the
you. Can we get your name, please?
Okay, I'm going to use a fake name. I'm Megan. That's actually my best friend who introduced me to your show.
Ah, and
Oh,
when did
okay.
she do the introduction?
Probably a year ago.
Okay, look
No
at
less
you.
than.
Look at you. So,
Okay.
Megan, and about how old are you?
I'm about 30.
About 30. And where do you live about?
Las Vegas.
Vegas. You a gambler?
Occasional, like
Calling
poker
the
machine.
show.
What's your favorite casino?
Yeah. The Cosmopolitan.
Ah, the
Ooh,
Cosmo,
wow.
the Cosmo. Gareth, you got any questions for Megan, or should we get going?
I think we should just get going. Yeah, Cosmo throws me for a loop. But go ahead. What's going on, Megan?
Okay, so I work at a nonprofit, and we have a free food pantry. And we often get donations of food, food drives that I coordinate and record all of our donations. For the last 6 months, there's a guy that regularly mails us a single package of rice. And that's nice now. We appreciate donations, big or small, but I always notice that he pays $11 in shipping. And this is for like a $2 bag of rice. And he's mailing it from within Las Vegas.
Okay, we got a picture
and
here.
it's nice. Yeah.
Wait, we have a big box, and in the box it's a full-size box, and there's one package of spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Is that it?
Oh, yeah. So it was always rice. And then the last one was spaghetti.
Okay,
But it's a
weird.
huge box with very little yield. Like just a small item. Like, was that spaghetti that we're seeing that is just sitting on top of a lot of paper the only thing in a box that size?
Yes.
And so the
Very
shipping
strange.
cost $11, but the rice or the spaghetti cost $2 to $4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he lives in Vegas.
Really weird stuff.
It's very strange.
And how often is this guy sending these packages?
At least once a month for the last 6 months.
See, it
Really
feels-
weird guy.
Really weird. It feels like we're tracking like a murderer. Like
Yes.
we're like, this is like he's got a calling card move.
It's just the weirdest calling card move.
It's really strange to just do one thing.
Yeah.
But okay, keep going.
Well, I guess my problem is I'm looking for a solution to maybe redirect him and his generosity.
Right.
Ideally, it would be great if I could just get him to be a monthly donor of the nonprofit. Like, could he just donate $11 to us every month?
Or 13 or
But as
whatever.
yeah.
opposed to this.
Or $13? Yeah, like I would settle for just having him donate the food in a cheaper way.
Yes.
Mhm.
Either way, it just makes me crazy. I appreciate it. I want to be
But
nice.
Megan, this makes a lot of sense, though. Go ahead, Gareth.
I got a pitch. Let me ask you this, Megan. Do you have any the return address on the box? Is it a residence?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
I got
great.
it.
I'm glad we got it. Go ahead, Gareth.
This is what I would do. I would make it seem like you've sent out a mailer and do it so that it's just to him, but you're making it seem like, hey, it's us at whatever the name of the place is, the nonprofit.
Thank you so much for being a monthly donor.
We appreciate the donations. We're trying a new thing where we move in the direction of less food drop-offs and more donations so that we can use it for whatever. Is it
Or Gareth, comma, because we have found a lot of people are overspending on shipping.
Yes, I was
And
going to
that
say
shipping isn't going to we're finding the majority of our people are losing more money on shipping than they are in donating the food.
that's what I was basically going to say. It's like the idea here is that whatever you're spending on shipping costs or your package costs, could you just donate that to the nonprofit? Something like that. Drop that off at his place.
Or
And
mail
you can
it,
either-
right?
you could-
mail it, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, mail it, sure, if you want to do that.
Because dropping off, it's made it a really weird turn.
I'm just listen.
I
let's get
wasn't
it.
saying I wouldn't go there. Yeah.
Live in his yard, and yeah. So mail it. See if you could put an email address or a phone number. See if you can get him online, or
Yep.
see if he just starts donating that money. But it definitely seems like his heart's in the right place. It's just kind of crazy. But just do one thing that makes it seem like it's a massive mail.
But I really like that idea, Megan. I like that it's a letter to all, but I would also make it specifically to his name as well. So it's like you're getting this along with many others who have
Or you could do a deer with a line, and his name could be written in there.
Yes, exactly right. So it feels like more people got it.
Oh, okay. Like
but-
this was a mass printing, and then I just filled in his name.
Exactly right. But in going through our monthly donations, we have found you are one of the people who the shipping seems to be cutting into the expenses.
I don't even think you need to
You
get that
don't? Okay.
specific. No, I think you would just say we're trying to cater to the tastes of our members more and more. So for what you're spending on shipping, can you just donate that to our fund?
P.S. You're a weirdo.
P.S. We dropped this off.
P.S. You put one
P.S.
thing of rice for $2
We call you spaghetti
in a box,
clown.
goofball. Be less of a goofball.
we call
but
you
you got a
rice
good
goof.
heart. You got a good heart. But you're a
He does have a
fucking
good heart.
goofball, dude.
But really, that's a very, it's like, it's all tissue
really
paper.
wild stuff.
It's all tissue paper, and then it's 8 grains of rice.
But Megan, what do you think of that? Pretending it's a big email. I mean, pretending it's a mass letter, but then specifically to him and asking rather than spend the shipping to donate just the money or to drop it off. Now I wouldn't say drop it off in person, but to just donate the money. What's your thought?
Yeah, I mean, that might get his attention. So I did try one thing
Talk to
where
us.
I did send him a thank you card, like a handwritten thank you card that said something along the lines of, "We appreciate your food donation. Please give us a call and we can discuss the other ways you can support the work we do."
And he didn't.
And he never called me.
I wouldn't call either if I got that.
I wouldn't either.
But I'll tell you why, Megan. I'm already given the rice and the spaghetti. What I got a call to?
Yeah, I the thing you don't want, you
I
don't
gave a
want to
$2
lose
thing
it.
of rice last month.
Yeah, well,
I'm a wonderful
would,
guy.
This would be the Hail Mary. The Hail Mary move would be you and someone else in shirts that show that you work at the nonprofit, go to his door and have a clipboard and act like you're going around and trying to get people in person to swap from sending in donations to giving a cash donation monthly.
I'm with a too.
See, the thing is, we don't
Feels
know where
weird.
he's getting it from. It's
Here's
weird.
here's my thought.
Okay.
Send him a huge box, and in the middle of the box there's this tiny thank you card. Surrounded by papers. And then it's just a small card saying, "We're just sending this to everybody who donates. We appreciate it." And he goes, "Why such a big fucking box?
Oh my God.
I got to deal with the box and all these papers? That's insane." And maybe he'll go,
Honestly-
"I got to take it easy with the packaging."
Honestly, I do kind of. Here's what I would do. Start with the one where you pretend like it's a mass mailer.
Yes. I
And
think the
then
mass
as your
mailer is the
second-
move.
As your second, I think do something like if you did something like that and you like it is such a subversive way to be like, buddy, there's
Take
not
it
a lot in this
easy.
box.
This is a lot of box to deal with, my guy.
It's a waste. It's a box waste.
But by the way, it's also a pain in the ass. You got to break it down. It fills your
but
recycling.
Also imagine him having that revelation like, hey, there's a lot of stuff around just this one thing. Wait a minute. That's kind of what I do.
Maybe he just really likes the post office.
That's
Maybe.
true.
I mean, look, we can't get in the head of all these people, but I think that's what I
just
would do.
one
I would do
person.
one where you make it seem like a mass mailer, and then the follow up is I would literally just a huge box, maybe even one of the boxes he sends.
Oof.
Put all the
Pointed.
tissue paper, and there's just one little card that
It says, thank you for your donations.
monthly donations.
Okay.
What do
Megan,
you think,
sometimes
Megan?
we
What do
feel
you
like we
think?
hit home runs and we get the bunt reaction.
Yeah, or at least a double. What do you think, Megan? Where are you at on this?
I mean, hey, I'm just thrilled. I'm calling in.
No, Megan, no. We have a
Just-
higher
it's a win.
ceiling.
Ring
This
the
is
bell
about
already.
this is about success. So what do you think about these pitches, and are you actually going to do it?
Well, I wouldn't be opposed to mailing him. I like the mailer idea. Like,
Yeah, I think that works.
making it seem like it's not targeted to him. It's
Right.
just, hey, everybody.
Yes.
But one of my coworkers, we did notice that he does have a Hispanic name, and we have a very large Spanish-speaking population.
Hmm.
She actually thought maybe he only speaks Spanish, and maybe that's why he didn't respond to my thank you card.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, then why don't you write a card in English and one in Spanish?
Yeah. Is that
Yeah,
seems
we
like
could do
easy to
that.
solve?
If I do the mailer, I'd have to do maybe like a bilingual mailer.
Yeah. Call it the bilingual mailer.
And if that doesn't work, send in a big box. Where's your head at? Or are you looking for a crazy idea? Where are you at? Let's get in touch with you here for a second. You called us. We didn't call you, right?
I like the mailer idea. I mean, I was also thinking like, would it be crazy to like make a donation box, like a food donation box that just happens to now be located in that neighborhood?
Yes, it would be insane.
I don't
That would be
That's a
insane.
lot of work.
That would be insane, Meg.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I just realized I don't want to go drive and pick that
Well,
up.
you have to go drive over there. You have to get the legal rights where you can.
See,
Unless you put a
Megan,
donation box right at
That's
his door.
what he would do. That we're talking about little work for high yield. That's what we're going for.
This sounds like you don't work at the place. It sounds like you're the one who sends the rice.
Yeah. Oh my God. The ultimate.
And this
twist.
is a weird turn. You're basically calling in to go like, am I weird?
Yeah.
And the answer is yes, you're
I
weird.
mean, I get why he does it. I mean, it seems cool.
So I wouldn't do a weird box in his neighborhood. I wouldn't go to his house. I wouldn't do the thing where you pretend to be going door to door.
Yeah.
If what in the end what he wants to do is send one thing of rice and spend $11. Look, you can't tell another human how to spend their money, even if
It's
they're
puzzling.
goofballs.
Yeah, it's puzzling, but this is Vegas. We're wasting a lot of money on dumber shit.
But what I would do is I would put in a letter very clearly and we could help you write it if you want. But the idea of it would be, we have found people are overspending on shipping, and your generosity of spirit, we want to get that into food and not into shipping. So perhaps you could wait an extra month and make sure the boxes are pretty packed up, because he might be on a tight budget and all he can afford right now is one thing of spaghetti. And guess what? That's really generous.
It is.
But we're basically saying to him, hey man, don't spend the $9 to ship it, my man. Wait 3 months. Rather than send one thing a month, send all of them once in 6 months.
Okay. Yeah.
Megan, what do you say? Megan, what do you hate?
Megan, you got one of those reactions where no matter what we do, it feels like we're falling short. Now, is that just your reaction, or are you like, none of these are working for me?
Well, I think that's good. I think I'm just like trying to be mindful of it because I don't want to get fired for doing something wrong.
Well,
but I don't
nobody
think
wants
get me
that.
fired.
Oh, when you called in, what were you hoping for? To get a promotion?
No, I really didn't think of that idea. So I really was thinking like, what other ideas, like
But I would go really nice though. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
Yeah.
Very kind, very appreciative, and then turn with the alternative ways and then end with, or if you want to continue doing it how you're doing it, that is fine too. We appreciate so much. Everything that everybody does helps our organization so much.
P.S. This letter went to a lot of people.
Yes. Not just you, and then say his name.
It's not just you we're trying to get to the bottom of.
And those 2 people in blue shirts outside who are volunteers putting a little box outside, we're doing that to everybody's house.
We're actually putting donation boxes on everyone's lawn.
Just so you know.
Just
don't
so
feel
you know.
personal.
Don't feel, it's not like weird. It's not just targeted.
Also, $2 rice in a big box. So weird, man. We say that to everybody.
Okay, let us know.
But hold on, Megan.
Start
Hold
small.
on, Megan. How do you feel about this plan? Are you going to really do it, or do you want some more pitches? Where are you at?
Mailer. I think I can make a mailer because I'm pretty good with like graphic design stuff. That I could make a mailer that looks like it's just a normal mailer.
I love this.
You know, I could make a pretty convincing one.
I love this.
I think that's the move.
And how about this? Let's do this. If you do the mailer and it offends this guy and he doesn't send anything back, and you feel like, oh no, I just blew some donations, then write into the show and we'll figure out another solution. And the show will donate $100 worth of pasta. And it'll make it 2 years worth of this guy's donations.
Yeah. We'll make it clean and easy.
Right? So you won't lose in this situation. We'll make sure that the food is donated. But what we're trying to help first is to save this guy on shipping, because I think that's the whole point of this call.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you happy or sad or medium, Megan?
Jake, you're not going to get what you want.
I'm trying.
I'm telling you.
I'm feeling connected to her, and I feel sad about this.
Here's what's going on. She likes the idea.
Okay.
But it's not one of those ones where the person's like, holy shit, that's brilliant. She's going to do it. And we'll go from there. And if we fall short, we'll go from there. Megan, how you feel?
Yeah, I think the mailer is a solid idea.
All right. Okay. Solid. We're going to take solid. We're taking solid. Thank you, Megan. Do the mailer. And then seriously, keep us posted.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Hi, everyone. Producer Jesse here. This next call is a follow-up from our last episode, episode 151. Thanks for the Memor-Trees.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to We're Here to Help. We know that you're a follow-up. We want to apologize for it taking a little bit for us to jump in. We know we kept you waiting for a minute. A lot of times when we do that, it's because we're late on a call. That's not the case today. Today, Jake had some mic issues that took about 7 minutes. And after about 7 minutes of people troubleshooting, we realized he had muted it on the actual mic itself. Anything to say, Jake?
Yeah, the thing that I'm trying to explain to Gareth is that when you press the mute button, when it's muted.
All right, can we get your name, please?
Yes, of course. My name is Bryce. And my first call was about the tree house in Sherman Oaks.
All right.
Oh, right.
The Sherman Oaks tree.
So walk us through what happened. And we also know that Rick Glassman showed up.
We know that we had a mole, Rick Glassman.
We think we did because he texted us before that he was going. But
and then he never replied.
Then he never responded. The next thing he sent was something from I think a comedy club with your name and like a hand sanitizer.
Correct. Yes. Rick's follow-up was a completely different subject.
All right. So what's happening?
So we had the party on Saturday, February 22nd, and it was awesome. My dad decided to announce it on the news. So there were a few hundred people who showed up as strangers.
No way.
Just announcing it to all of Los Angeles. So it was massive.
Great.
We had so much liquor. My parents made jambalaya, ran out immediately. And it was way better than expected because the community got to come by and say goodbye. And we had strangers who would come up to us and be like, I've been driving past this treehouse for the 16 years that I've lived here. And I'm so sad to see it go. So that was a lot of fun. but I brought up the piñata idea to my parents, and they didn't say no to it, but they pretty much said no. But we wouldn't have been able to do it anyways because there were so many people there.
Jake, do you fully remember the piñata idea?
Yes, I do. We were going to hit the treehouse like this. It's a terrible idea.
Okay.
So here's my question, just to see how humiliated we're about to be. It's a terrible idea. Were you always going to have the party, or can we take any credit for that party?
We were always going to have the party.
Okay, so our only idea was hit it like a fucking piñata.
Did any of our ideas make it into the mix?
No, Garrett, they had a
Let her answer. Let her answer.
We said hit it like a piñata.
Right, you said that. Bryce, go ahead. Did any of our stuff
All we did was bring Rick Glassman to the party.
Quiet. You muted your mic by touching it for 8 minutes. And we didn't even do that, by the way. He just went.
That's true.
Anything we come up with make it in there, Bryce?
So the other thing that y'all said is when the parents go to sleep,
VIP.
for the kids to just have a massive slumber party in the treehouse. And we didn't put beer pong in the treehouse because it wouldn't fit, but we had beer pong on the front yard, and we had music blasting facing the neighbor's house, of course, and cornhole. So that was a lot of fun. And my sister and I were going to sleep up there because it's the last time to ever sleep up there. And I couldn't find her at 2 a.m. So I went into her room and she was passed out drunk in her bed.
Wow.
So didn't sleep up there, but
that's a long no.
Partied up there until 2 a.m.
I mean, but you were planning on doing all of that regardless, correct?
Yes.
Well,
no, we're not sensitive. It just this
Bryce,
is this
just
is
tell
for
us
the
how it is.
This is for the
Then we're going to
statistics
talk
of the
about
show.
Yeah,
we're excited. This is a win, but
We're
first we
happy
need to
for
take
you.
our loss.
Yeah, please.
You have won,
And please just end this. Drop the guillotine.
so you did not do the piñata. So can you remind us what else we pitched? Jess, I'm trying to see if there's anything here that
Nothing made it.
I mean, you also pitched the pirate theme, which
was there
is
any
kind
eye
of hard
patches?
to explain on the news. So
Agreed.
no.
Yeah, agreed. No, that's a
but
mess.
we didn't do the piñata thing, but we did get really drunk and start ripping shingles off of the outside of the treehouse.
That's Jack Daniels gave you an idea, not us.
But that's fine. That's fine. Look, okay, we're Bryce. Look, we lost. It's okay. We're happy for you. I have a couple questions about your event that you figured out on your own, and that's fine. And we're fine with that. And that's great for you.
So the show this episode is not called We're Here to Help. It's just we're here to give bad ideas, and then you just go do the party you're going to do.
Yeah, we're here.
we're here talking for some reason. We're here bugging people. We're here for some reason. Season 2. Okay, so what were your question? What was your question?
I think if my dad didn't announce it on the news to all of Los Angeles, because we even had news outlets come to the party in the middle of the party and do a story.
So it got way bigger than you expected.
Right. If we didn't announce it to all of Los Angeles and have hundreds of people, then we would have been able to do the suggestions that y'all had.
We didn't know that it was going to get so big, Jake, when we pitched. We were doing a small event.
So let me ask you. Go ahead, Gareth.
Well, here's my question. I'd just like to float this out to Jake as a question.
The
I'll
question's
answer
to me.
This question's to you.
I thought it was going to be to our guests.
Let's say you go. Well, I'm questioning something that happened at the event. Let's say you go to a farewell treehouse party.
Yeah.
And you're excited. You know, you're like, hey, I'm swinging by.
Fun, yeah.
And in the yard, someone has a big pot of jambalaya. You eating any?
Am I drinking?
Yeah, you've played beer pong twice.
Yes. Okay.
I just wanted to make sure. I don't even eat what's in jambalaya, but if I'm 5 beers deep, I'm probably having some being like, don't tell anybody.
Yeah, I'm having a scoop or two. And by a scoop or two, I mean a bowl. So
I'm putting in the piñata of the neighbor.
Yes. Gross. That's a different type of piñata. If you knock down a lady piñata and jambalaya comes out, wow, is that a statement? But back to the party. What's going on with the treehouse? What happened? We understand it was a raging party. Your sister got blackout drunk. Your parents had a blast. The news was there. Did you see Rick Glassman?
Yes. So
Okay.
when the news first came out, I think that was on the Thursday before the party, he was just walking his dog down the street and he stopped to say hello and ask what's going on. We had no idea who he was. And then we got
That was
to talking.
unnecessary.
and-
That just
Yeah,
felt like a dig.
Bryce, he's in the business. You don't say that. You go, he looks
Just-
familiar.
That's like saying, I went to a concert. It was this band. And we hated all the music. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
No, he didn't walk up and
Wildly
was like, I'm
successful
Rick
guy.
Glassman.
No, we know that.
understood. Yeah. Because if he did that, that would be really strange behavior. By him.
Yeah, but he had to do that.
Yeah. He's got a wonderful podcast.
Shoes Off podcast.
Shoes Off podcast. We've been on it.
Yeah, it's great.
Does it
Great
at his
show.
house. It's a lot of
Great
fun.
show.
But keep going. So he came up. He didn't give you his IMDb when you met him.
Correct.
But then what happened?
And he just came up and loved the treehouse. And
Great.
every time after that, whenever we were on the front lawn or when I would have my coffee on the front porch and I would see him walk by, he would stop and chat for a while.
That's nice.
And he did come to the party,
Fun.
and I think he had a lot of fun.
I'm
And
sure
it
he
was just a chance to go inside the treehouse and see what it's all
Wow.
about.
He went into the treehouse just to confirm.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Fun. And
That's
then-
great.
That is. And what's going on with the treehouse now? Where are we at with the city? A bunch of people in our base have been emailing in and writing in and commenting on the Spotify that you can write to the city. They're trying to put up a last second fight. What's happening?
Well, since the party, LA Times, Daily Mail, K-Rock, they've all done features on us. There was even a news outlet in New Orleans that picked up the story too.
Crazy.
Jambalaya.
My dad is from New Orleans.
Yeah.
So it
I would say
kind of
it
full
wasn't.
circle
They
now.
didn't say they got
heard about-
jambalaya. Let's
They heard
put
about
it in
no
in the New
every
Orleans
event
Star.
outside of New Orleans with jambalaya gets at least a pop.
Can you imagine the newsroom? Like, I got to do a fucking story about a treehouse. They go to jambalaya.
Flying to Sherman Oaks.
All right. So, any movement? What's happening? How's the city reacting?
So there is no movement. My dad went to the city council meeting and it was a bust. And so
Wow.
it is scheduled to come down on Friday.
Oh,
Whoa.
Wow.
So,
So we're-
crazy.
there's most likely not going to be a stay. This
You know
is
what I'm going to
most
tell you
likely-
about season 2 so far? And it might have been season 1. I'm just not remembering the sadness of it. But with Mateo the duck and this,
Oof, duck
We
one
got
was
to-
hard.
duck one's really hard. We still don't have the final update, but the
Yeah,
2025 has just been a tough start. We got Mateo, we got the treehouse, and that's everything.
You know, we started talking about all the wins we had so early, and
I
we were
agree.
really feeling on fire. The
Yeah.
bell was getting tired, and now this is
So
sad.
on Friday, just because I guess our show's becoming a downer now, can we film some of that and post it and have that? Maybe we'll have you on again.
yeah.
Maybe we'll have you on post.
Yeah,
I don't know.
post destruction. I mean, what is that?
Doesn't
What is
feel
that
good.
even going to look like? Is your dad just going to take that down now?
Got to hire a service where it's that size.
Yeah,
You need some pros.
my dad hired a
Is Rick coming by?
service and they were going to take it down tomorrow, but I think it's
Man.
supposed to rain. So they had to push it back till Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, it's sad. However,
Yeah.
y'all are saying that there's a lot of losses out there for the show, but I think this is a win
Yeah.
because although
Yeah.
we didn't save the treehouse, I originally called about the party, and the
Yeah.
party was a hit.
Now
Yeah,
we're talking.
and we had no input on that
Shut
event.
up, Gary.
All right.
Mute your microphone.
Right, Bryce. Thank you for trying to make us feel better.
Yes.
Truly, thank you for calling in and sharing the story with
Agreed.
us. You know, it.
And we're sorry about the house.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
Sucks.
But this is bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And congrats on the jambalaya.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thanks
All
for
right,
calling
keep
in.
us posted if you rebuild or anything like that.
They can't
Okay, I
rebuild.
will.
But
Thank
hold on,
you.
hold on,
Build one
hold on,
underground.
hold on.
We got to go. Bye, Bryce.
After all that,
What?
they can't rebuild a tree.
Build it
They don't have the
underground.
permits.
Build it underground.
Like a
Build
little
it at Rick's.
submarine.
Build it at Rick's.
Okay,
We're not
thank you
dead
so much.
yet, Jake.
Okay, bye.
Thanks,
Thank
Bryce.
you for the
Take it
call.
easy. Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Thanks a bunch.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye.
We're Here to Help is hosted by Jake Johnson and Gareth Reynolds. If you'd like to be on the show, please email us your question at helpfulpod@gmail.com. And if you want to watch video episodes of We're Here to Help, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/here-to-help-pod to see our entire catalog.
We're Here to Help is produced by Rabbit Grimm Productions. Executive producers Rob Hollis, Jeff Porter, and Natalie Hollis. Associate producer Jesse Thurston. Editing, mix, and master by Chris Fowler.
Theme song by Oliver Raleigh. The cover artwork is by James Fosdyke. Animations by Andrew Strelecki. And if you'd like to see Gareth do stand-up on the road, go to GarethReynolds.com. Remember, all of the advice given on We're Here to Help is for entertainment purposes only, and all listeners should be adults and make their own decisions.